So hey, first and foremost, right hand position. Here's you, like this, with the thumb behind your hand. Where if you had your thumb on the fourth string, you'd have to devise a way to do. The reason you started doing that is because you can see your melody note fingers. We're gonna sacrifice that. We got our thumb parallel to the bass string, and these fingers curled like that. Pinky just chilling, and the goal is to be picking in very economical motions where it's away from the instrument as much as up. It's having your fingers straighter that leads to the thing where you end up on the wrong string grouping over and over again. And this entire thing we're doing, we're going to keep it as simple as our thumb plays the bass strings, boom, 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 and these three fingers are going to stay on strings 1, 2, and 3 without changing. Cool. And this entire way, we're going to be playing alternate bass. When we're playing our E chord, we're going to be playing octave, going, 6th string and 4th string. So, if you want to just do that a bit first, just get a feel for it, you can. So just maybe stop the video and just give yourself some time playing alternate bass time. The other assignment that I gave you at first was to just go back and play the shit you already do finger style, but technique minded. So maybe stop your tape and do that now, and here's the thing. Don't even play the whole song, just do it like little sections where you apply the new technique to stuff you already have done. This is going to really, your brain's really going to buck against this because you already know how to play it the other way. So just getting used to this hand position in a familiar context. You can even just play like 10 seconds of a song, pausing between the seconds, like the sections rather, the first thing you played me, for instance. Anyway, so here's us. Here's our first one. First, we're going to break this into 2 beats at a time. So yeah, and our thumb is always going to be going dum, dum. So on the first beat, I'm just playing my thumb. Then my thumb goes to the higher bass string, and I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3. There's our first 2 beats. Don't loop them. Just get good. And then we go. Now don't start at the beginning. Start on beat 3, and we go. The first time we went just to keep it easy. So first measure, second measure's easier. On purpose, sorry. Actual start. Sorry about the false starts up there. So be sure you can really hear your bass notes. Be sure you're not looking at the page. We're working on this in small sections, so you're going to be really sick at it, including being able to pause there as much as you need. And then we've got this. Now, so just get sick at this before you move on. Left hand overview in the next part. We're going to do the same first measure, and then we're going to go. String with our pinky backing up off like that. So just show yourself what we're doing there. It's the E chord. Cool. So I'm on the second line of our song. It starts with the same. So we don't need to do that. We're looking at the 4th measure now. And it's going to go. That was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're hitting these 2 fingers with our bass note. Bass note, these 2 fingers, and then to the 4th measure rather is. So we go 1st and 3rd measure, same thing. 2nd time. Then we go. Cool. So there it is on the page. You can theoretically sight read this. Like I'm saying, the bass notes are right on the downbeat, so if something's written in between them, it's on the upbeat. And then we'll have naked bass notes by themselves, bass notes where we play stuff along with them. So far we've gone 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what we're sticking with so far. And what's more, I'd like you to just be sick at this 1 chord E stuff before we move on to the A7 stuff. including maybe here's your starting tempo when you start to play it in rhythm. Don't look at the page, look at your hand, be sure your right hand's doing the correct technique, left hand. And we're purposely making this one pretty easy, left hand wise, so that you can focus on your right hand. Cool. So now we're on the bottom line of the first page, switching to A7, which it's fine to do either way in this particular song. First we're going to go easy measure. Excuse me. So the bass line we're playing now is 5th string, 4th string. Then we get to our first semi-tricky fun thing where we're going to go. So this is going to have you hitting the bass and then on the end it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So maybe like make that section 1. And then just, so it's going to go, it's blurry and wide. Anyway, all kinds of visible, so be dear. Alright, that's something you gotta look at. So there we are. Our whole A thing was and then we're going to go back to the first line of the E song. Great. So there's all of our stuff up to the 5 chord, everything that's on the first page, except I just wrote back to E.
Got it.
So, you know. Cool. Then we get to the second page where we're doing a B thing that's super easy on purpose, just going. And if you want, you can try to get some vibrato in that. But it's pretty much the least interesting part of what we're doing. And then we've got the A7 part that picks up on the that we did in our E part. And I go. So that was just. So all the stuff on the first line of the second page. Basically the first line of the song the same. We're just going to throw in an E7 at the end. Still. And then we're going to go. Just put that in there just to change it up. We were going just. And then just add some tension and we're back at the beginning. So everything on the second page. You're going to do this in sections. I'll play the whole thing now, which is like 8 minutes in. Theoretically, if you wanted, you could go to B7 at the very end. You can make it instead of. There you go. If you want, that'll give you more of a sense of now back to the beginning. But it's really not important that you even do the whole thing over and over again. Really, this is a focus on technique thing, as we obviously talked about. And yeah, so slide wise, if you want to noodle around it all, I'll just give it a little, hey, here's how to do it. I use my ring finger for a lot of different reasons. The main one, here's why people say use your pinky, so that you can like do chords behind it. You can totally still do that with your ring finger. And we should be in open tuning. Just, you want to lie your slide across all 6 strings, and that'll put your thumb in classical thumb position. Push down light as a feather, and just try to move around. It's all shoulder, elbow. Your thumb's going to move. So it looks like this. There's ways to reinvent it where your thumb's over the top and stuff, but we're going to just be, our thumb is if our thumb is in this position when we play, it's the highest position we're ever in playing slide is the lowest position we ever are in playing fretted. If this is me on all 6 strings, when I'm on 3 strings, my thumb is going to be all the way down here in this weird position. So it's this loopy thing that all occurs at your shoulder and elbow. Anytime there's wrist involvement, that's going out of tune, in tune, and we're pushing down light as a feather, we're touching it as opposed to fretting. I could be going, I'm just pushing down really light. But pretty much just do this, and we'll get into how to slide next time, just if you want fun with that. Okay.